Up until recently, if you wanted to record your live performance in multitrack, it meant that you had to bring a bunch of extra gear to the gig. Split snakes, mic pre's, converters, recorders, computers, all sorts of stuff. And at that point, nothing's still helping you with your sound check. Nowadays, there are some mixers that have recording capability, but they always require you to have a computer there to capture the audio to. So the M20d changes all of that by giving you a number of different ways to capture the audio passing through it. So with nothing connected, it can capture 20 seconds of all of the inputs coming into the mixer, which means that the band could play for 20 seconds and then go off to dinner and you could finish the mix without them. If you want to record for longer than 20 seconds, you can connect an SD card right to the unit and record to that. Or you could connect a USB 2.0 drive right to the unit and record to that. So at no point does it ever require a computer. If you want to record to a computer, you can pass all of the inputs over USB to the digital audio workstation of your choice. So let me show you how that works. You configure the way the M20d records audio on the record page. Makes sense? So once you go there, you'll see that on the top you have a configure record playback button, a play button, a stop button, and also the record button. And this will change depending on how you have it set. At the moment, you'll see there's a 20-second logo on top of that, and that's because we have it set to quick capture, which means it's going to record anything coming into the console without needing any external media, right? So if I just push play over here, now we're recording. No problem. And now I can push play. So that recording is going into the internal memory, not onto an SD card or USB drive. You don't have to have anything else connected to be able to do 20-second recordings of all of the inputs coming into the console and use it as a virtual sound check. Have the drummer play for 20 seconds, he goes off to dinner, and you can tweak his drums to your heart's content. Now, if you want to record for longer than 20 seconds, you're going to have an SD card, a USB drive, or tether it to your computer over USB and record into your favorite digital audio workstation. So I have an SD card, so let's configure it. Right there. Press it there, it says cool. That's the card. You can tell it's been in my camera and in my Zoom recorder, so we'll make a new folder. Let's call this M20. And I'm also going to name the take so that I can find it later, easier. I'm going to name it by the club I was playing and the date. Makes sense. So maybe like Bill's Pub. Let's see, September 4th. Maybe that'll work. There. So now we'll know where that recording was made. Now you can choose which signals the M20d records. So that's done here. You can see you can choose inputs only, main mix only, or the inputs and the main mix. Sometimes it's kind of nice to be able to record what's coming out of the mains just so you have a reference later. So right now I'm going to choose inputs only. We're all good. So I'm going to push play and then record again. Now we're recording into the SD card, so we can go as long as we want, basically up to a 4 GB file limit. And that should be about good. So the recording's there, you can push play on it. Which is great. Now, if you want to see what those files look like in another place, we'll take the SD card out and we'll bring it over to my trusty Macintosh laptop that has an SD card reader here. Plug it in and go to the M20 folder, Bill's Pub September 4th, and look, there you go. It's named the files by the names of the channel strips. I'm ready to mix.